And on the call, as always, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now Prescott. Dak Prescott last year against Phil. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He can run for... Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to wrist root. I don't know about you, but...
In your face.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he lost the football. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up, the coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On third down, Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Prescott on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. 17-0 the final. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. 28-7, your final score. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one to wrap up Week 7.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On second down, it's Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 30. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check 53 block. Hey, watch the slam.
On 1st and 10, Prescott forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And an alley to run. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Weber. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Weber with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Marr on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. A 10-play drive there. Wentz now. First down. And he finds Howard complete.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Wentz. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Yeah, that That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Don't get nervous.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. To throw is Prescott. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think the last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. They'll throw again. Prescott.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
He may try and run for this. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Prescott, and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. To try again after the sack. Prescott. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he will get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there is a flag down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Dak and the Cowboys down 24-21, 2:09 to play. They'll have 1 play, maybe 2 before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 4th-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these 2 sides. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 83 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 2nd down now. It's Weber, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Weber, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A run for Weber, and he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. One final try now for Wentz. And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking. But he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015,